The chore list on Maya and Devon's refrigerator looked fair.
It was also lying.
Devon did the shopping, Maya did the laundry, and they took turns making dinner.
But at 4:40 every afternoon, only Maya knew that Tuesday meant a school form, a nearly empty dog food bin, and a child who suddenly needed white socks for tomorrow.
She was not just doing chores. She was running the operating system around the chores.
That is the part many homes fail to hand off.
The visible task is buying dog food. The management layer is noticing Biscuit's food is low, remembering the delivery window, deciding which bag fits the budget, checking whether the cupboard has room, and placing the order before dinner becomes a small emergency.
One person can carry that layer, even when the visible labor looks evenly split.
That person becomes the unpaid COO of a home, not because they volunteered for the title, but because every loose thread still lands in their lap.
The good news is that this is not solved by a more detailed chore chart. A longer list can make the same person into a project manager with better stationery. The practical handoff is to move a whole domain, including its trigger, its decisions, and the right to do it differently. Here is a way to do that without turning one conversation into a courtroom.
Start by naming one domain, not a pile of tasks.
Do not say, "Can you help more with groceries?"
Can you own weekday dinners for the next 2 weeks?
A domain has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Weekday dinners includes seeing the calendar, choosing meals, checking ingredients, making a list, ordering or shopping, cooking or arranging a backup, and noticing what will need attention next week. The point is not to hand someone a dozen tiny tickets. The point is to give them a part of the house that can run without a supervisor.
Maya and Devon chose school logistics first. That meant Devon would watch the school email, keep the calendar, handle forms, buy what was needed, and decide when a reminder had become urgent.
Maya did not have to forward every email with a note that said, "Please remember this."
If she still had to do that, the management layer had not moved.
Next, move the trigger. This is the most important part. The trigger is the moment a task becomes visible to someone. For groceries, it might be opening the pantry on Sunday morning. For bills, it might be the first day of the month. For a child's school week, it might be a 5-minute calendar check every Sunday night. If the person handing off a domain still has to say, "We are almost out," they are still carrying the alert system. Agree on a trigger that belongs to the new owner and let that person build a routine around it. Then transfer decision authority. This is where a handoff often quietly collapses. Someone may be allowed to buy the groceries, but only after asking which brand, which store, which meal plan, which budget, and whether an ingredient can be substituted. That is not ownership. That is an assistant role with a shopping cart. Instead, state the outcome and the guardrails. For weekday dinners, Maya and Devon agreed on a simple goal. Most nights should have food by 7, the weekly amount should stay in a range they both accept, and everyone gets one veto meal. Devon could pick the meals, order delivery on a chaotic day, buy the cheaper pasta, or serve breakfast for dinner. Maya did not need to approve each choice. The home did not need a second COO. This can feel uncomfortable, especially if the original manager has a highly specific way of doing things. That discomfort is useful information. It shows the difference between a standard that matters and a preference that has been mistaken for a rule. Food allergies matter. The fact that the apples are usually bought at one particular store may not.
Write down the real constraints, then leave room for a different method. There is another rule that makes the handoff real. Do not retrieve the task at the first wobble.
Devin might forget an email, choose a meal nobody loves, or buy too much cereal once. That is not evidence that the domain belongs to Maya forever.
It is evidence that a person is learning a system in public, which is how every system gets learned. If there is a genuine risk, step in for the risk.
Otherwise, save the observation for the review instead of grabbing the wheel.
The review is the last piece. Put a short meeting on the calendar after 2 weeks, not a daily status call. Ask 3 questions. What kept catching you by surprise?
What information did you wish you had sooner? What should we change so this domain is easier to own next month?
Maya learned that Devin wanted a single place for school dates, not 3 forwarded messages.
Devin learned that the white sock problem was predictable because gym day was always Wednesday. They made one shared calendar, added a Sunday check, and moved on.
Notice what they did not do. They did not debate who was naturally better at caring.
They did not try to make every minute perfectly equal.
They did not build a giant spreadsheet that required Maya to maintain it.
They made one piece of invisible work visible, assigned it as a whole, and let the new owner have real control.
You can begin with a small domain this week.
Pick pet care, birthdays, weekday dinners, school logistics, household supplies, or one monthly bill. Name the outcome, transfer the trigger, agree on the guardrails, and schedule a 2-week review. The goal is not a home that runs like a corporation. The goal is a home where one person is not on call for every question.